Okay, guys, I'm ready. Are you ready? Hello, this is Theresa, and welcome to my channel. We are going to do a swap and glue collaboration that is hosted by Creating with Jovi, and the my swap partner is Marydee Valdez. And so basically, the way that I understand this swap and glue collaboration, um, I've only started visiting Creating with Jovi's Facebook group in about the last couple weeks time frame and catching up on some of the stuff that she's doing. And what all do I want to say? Um, One of the things that piqued my interest was the swap and glue collaboration. And so I said, hey, yeah, I'd like to give this a try. And um, Jovi, I'm not sure if that's her name or not. I like to use real names, so I use real names as possible. And you know that about me because I've showed you my cheat sheet before. That now has a nice little home right here in my paper journal. Um, so yeah. Wait, did it say something about Jovi in here? No. Okay. I saw Mama Juju and thought I was looking at Jovi. So welcome to my channel, and I hope everybody's doing well. Um, it's a pretty nice day today. It is Valentine's Day, so lots of hearts out there, virtual hearts out there to you folks. I think I can maybe even do that in the chat. Yep, see him? Can you see him? Okay, so that's the best I can do with that. So I got this package from Marydee Valdez today in the mail, and I was pleasantly surprised. Now I feel like a cheapo because I sent a number 10 envelope with 10 magazine pages. And that's what I was starting to say a little bit ago, is that the way I understand the collaboration, you get yourself a swap partner and you send out 10 magazine pages. A lot of the stuff that they were using, that I was seeing being used, was from newer magazines. So I popped in that I mostly had older stuff. In fact, I don't have any new magazines that I can think of. And actually, I was looking for my National Geographics and I can't find them. I'm very frustrated about that. If you've seen my videos, you know I keep my craft space pretty clean, neat, tidy, and organized. And so it just frustrates the heck out of me when I can't find something. And last week, I could not find my leaf die set from Tim Holtz. It's like a $20 set. And I was so mad because I've been looking for it for a few days that I just ordered another one. One day, and I knew this was going to happen because everybody talks about this happening. One day after I ordered the new one, after I got the new one in, I found the old one. So I'm going to save the new one and use it as a prize, I think, maybe. I'm thinking about it. Or maybe I'll put it in one of my kits, which, okay, before we start this, I want to remember to start reminding you guys that I do have a Ko-fi shop, and it's not, because I'm this Ko-fi shop business owner or anything. It's because I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of books, and these are book pages from my lot of books. And so I want to share, but I can't share for free because I did pay for these things, and it does cost money to ship them out. So I have this listed on my Ko-fi shop for a very reasonable price. And if you ever decide that you don't like my prices, you're always welcome to make me an offer. Okay? I may turn you down, I may not. Doesn't hurt to ask, right? That's my motto. So just to make it interesting, it has more things than book pages. Whoops, buttons. So I got all these buttons off of Amazon, and I don't need all of them. So this is a D-stash. And then this is just some things that I think are cute that I made, and I put those in there. A few things. There's the buttons. There's the book pages. The book pages are German, Italian, and maybe French. Maybe not. And English. Of course, English. I'm English. Okay, so, and we've also got some gel prints. And then we've got some of this lovely cowboy magazine pages. And some braille paper. And this is from a magazine. This is from an older magazine. What is that called? Ideal Book, I think is what it's called. Here's some kids' book pages. What is that? Probably an encyclopedia. Don't know what book that was from. English. What is that lady? Hi, Joan. Good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. I'm just going through one of my... So I have 6 of these packs, 5 of these packs that I have listed for sale in my Ko-fi shop. Anyways, this is not Jane Eyre. What is this? Jane Austen, maybe? Letters? Carol Laws did a journal called Love Flowers? Flowers Love? Some Love of Flowers? Something like that. And I emulated her journal. I copied it as closely as I possibly could because she makes beautiful stuff. And I wanted to feel like I could make something beautiful like Carol did. So I bought a book. I didn't get the same book as she did. But anyways, that's why I did that. And now I have all these pages that I have, need for once in a while, but I would not go through all this stuff in my lifetime. This is cool. Nice and old. So there is a variety of stuff in these packages. Here's some Italian rag paper. This is my elephant poo paper. Who doesn't want elephant poo paper? From San Diego Zoo. Mulberry paper. I love when books have pencil writing in them. I don't know why, but I just think it's super cool to have handwriting in pencil. We've got some piano paper, piano roll paper, some straw paper just to make it interesting. I really don't need to de-stash that. I think I'm going to order some of her. She's got this type of straw paper, and she's got some sand straw paper is what I think she calls it. And she is Rachel with Roxy's Creations. I've got some lovely music book pages that I'm putting in here. This is from Amazon just to make it interesting. I really probably don't need to de-stash those either. This is from my wonderful Reader's Digest book. And it's hard for me to part with these because they are really super cool. And I really should be using them more instead of trying to de-stash them. Look at this cool thing. Oh my gosh. But each packet has pretty much the same thing. Not the exact same pages, but I just grabbed it from the same books. This is from a book my sister gave me. That was from my grandfather's wife when she was a little girl. These are from a Harper's, is that Harper's something catalog? These were really cool. I got these from Facebook Marketplace in Idaho, and I bought a few of these books. They're like old-fashioned art books. And look, that's kind of like in-page. So lots can be done with that. I love the font on this book. Found that in a thrift store. Okay, this is from a stamp book that I bought, really didn't need. And this is the Golden Nugget. What is it for, oh gee whiz, the candy bar show with Johnny Depp in it. What is that called? The chocolate factory, and the candy bar, one candy bar had a, what did it have in it? And then you got to go, all those kids got to go on a tour of the chocolate factory. Can't remember, but this is it. This is your little golden nugget. And this is real Italian ledger paper that is huge, has the most wonderful feel to it, nice and thick, and I believe is the 1800s. Oh, maybe we can see a date. 1947, 1902. So I'm wrong about the 1800s. Early 1900s. Golden ticket. Thank you, Joan. Oh, there was smoke coming out of my brain trying to think of that. So, anyways, that's my paper fodder packet, and it is in my Ko-fi store. If you think my prices aren't reasonable because I'm just de-stashing, not trying to make a mint off of you, reach out and make an offer. I am going to be adding more into these, by the way. I have these cool cards that I really need to distash. So I'm going to be putting about 10 of these cards in there. Oh, these things are, the sky's the limit what you could do. You can use them for standalone ephemera. You can build ephemera with them. Yeah. Sky's the limit as to what you can do with these really cool cards. And they're printed in Italy in I don't know what that Italy stuff is. 1980. So these aren't any spring chickens. Yeah. So I'm also got some like cicada paper coming in, and I'll be including some of that in there because you have to order 100 sheets, and I don't need 100 sheets. Yeah, so there'll be some surprises if you order one of those packets. Let me just move this out of the way and we will get started because we are 13 minutes into the video that was supposed to be for the Swap and Glue collaboration. Uh-oh, where did I put that stuff? Seriously. Where did I put it? Did I put it underneath this? Yes, I did. That wasn't smart. Okay. Here we go. We're ready to go. Hi, Aina. Did I say your name right? Aina? Long A-I-N-A? Aina. A-I-S-A. Na. I think I said it right. Aina. Aloha. Okay, so these lovely items came in this envelope. So I tore off the address so that I could put that in my idea book. That's where I keep things like that. And then I tore the packing tape off of the envelope and I tried to preserve it because I recently saw a video where the idea is to like take some print and lay it over the print and maybe try to pull it off. We'll see. We'll see if that's going to work. that's the thought behind trying to take that packing tape off. Then my other thought was that I might turn this into a pocket, some kind of pocket. This would be a good side tuck pocket. We'll see. Okay, there's that. And then, so on the back, she had taped this thing on the outside of the package, and you can see through the tape, it says a little note, enjoy. And I tried to preserve this as much as possible because this is pretty cool, isn't it? Look at that. That's pretty cool. So that's good fodder. But there is so much here, I will not be able to just do one project with this. And so then, very nice note that she prays that the package finds me in good health and ready to create. Yes, ma'am, it does. And she added quite a few pages of many varieties. Yes, she did. I was feeling a little guilty because she was so generous. And she said for me to choose whatever I like. Well, I like it all. And that she's excited to see what I will create. So am I. So this is lovely right off the bat. And I need to turn the light on because I can't hardly see what I'm looking at. It got a little cloudy. It was very sunny earlier. Okay, I love these things. I think I have one. If I do, I have no idea where it's at. I need to organize. Seems like I organize and I still can't find things. It's crazy. Okay, this is cool. I think this is out of a book. I'm going to have A, B, and C piles. So C piles are for things to do later on. B is for maybe to do in this project. So in A is going to go on this side. And I think this is cicada paper. So why in the world did I buy some because I got some, I realized yesterday, I was going through this. This is what's in my basket. Yeah. And I was going through it and I found this. Look at this. This one's darker. I don't know. Is one of these cicada paper? Are they both cicada paper? Curious minds want to know. And this is really interesting. I've never seen anything like this. But I think it's a book, and the book came with stickers, and you pull the stickers off and you put them on, or you pull the stickers off and use them. Now, I think somebody did this book, and it was like a kid's book, and it was teaching them about butterflies, and like this says, how many butterflies can you count? I think that was a kid's book. So I'm going to put that in C pile, because I don't think I'm going to use that this time. Put that in A. This really caught my attention. Look at that. It looks old on the back and it looks old on the front. And this is going in C pile because this goes in hoard mode. Yes, sir. I need to really think about that one. I've got some of this kind of stuff. I'm not going to use that for today, so that'll go in C pile. And then we've got some music, and all of this is going to go in B. This one's kind of thick. This one's going to be a challenge. I'm going to put that in C because I have to think that through. Anybody who knows me probably knows that I don't like chunky stuff. I don't like chunky ephemera or chunky journals. So I tried to not be chunky. Chunky I like for the front of my journal and a little tiny bit in moderation in other places. So here's some tissue paper. We'll try and use that. This is going to be saved. This Yeah, this will go over here in A pile. This might be good for a prayer journal someday. I'll put that in C. Don't think I'm going to be using any of this today, but let me show you them. I don't know if this is, kind of looks like scrapbook paper. This one is my favorite right here. I'm going to see if I can use that one. Ooh, goodness. I love that side. That's beautiful. Let's see if we can use that. Let's see if we can use that. This is interesting. Now, vellum techniques. I'll have to read that later. What is this? Oh, this is a digital printed out on some really interesting paper. This is beautiful. I'm going to hoard that. I know, they are gorgeous papers. This will go over here. I'm only going to put one over there, so let's see. Oh, goodness. Goodness, I think I'll just do that one. And here we have a magazine, Joanne. See, Joanne. This would be good for Easter. We'll put that over in C pile. We'll just put it over here in A pile. This is very interesting. In fact, I think this is what we're going to build everything on because it's thick. I think that's going to be our base. This is, I don't know what this is. I'm going to say strange, but not strange in a bad way. But these things poke out. And I guess they're angels. She has something sticking out of her bottom, her bum. So I'm not sure what that's used for. Very curious. I'm not going to use it today, but I do have to explore this just a little bit more. So this thing sticking out, oh, this is the pretty side right here. I thought maybe this gets bent like that. But what in the world would you attach that to? And then we take these little pieces out. To give it some interest. Does anybody have any plans for Valentine's Day? My plans are to eat and craft. Okay, now I probably would not use her complete as she is. I probably would cut this off and use the wing for something. And then I would probably, I don't know. I really like this writing with this, and I do love this butterfly. So very interesting. Thanks, Marydee, for getting my thoughts going. Okay, now we were going to use this for the base. So we need maybe a glue stick and maybe some glue. So let's just not overthink things and get started. Let me make double sure. Oh, yay. This is folded in half. I was hoping, at first I thought it was a big piece. Good. That we're going to make a big master board. What'd you have for supper, Joan? Now, when I do a master board, I like to start with the outside edges first. And so doing this like this gives me a little bit more opportunity to use stuff because I've got this big sheet that I'm going to do a master board with. Dang, I just dumped something in the trash can and I don't know what it was, so I don't know if it was important. And it was small, so it fell to the bottom. Whoops. Now let's get something going on this side. Whoops. Oh, yummy. I love stir fries. And how are you doing, Joan? Is your health good? Are you happy? How are things going for you? You can, whatever you put in the chat's going to disappear after I upload it. So okay, so let's put this on here. This is, ooh, copyright 1887 for this yummy stuff. I like it. I'm using the music paper and the tissues for background papers. And then I think I'm going to pull out my pastels. Because in one of the videos, Jovi, I think, was talking about using chalks for the background. So let me just, whoops, that's okay. We like that kind of stuff. Let me just pull out my pastels. I used to have some hairspray to, what is that word? Seal it. This picture has all my colors, all the same colors. Oh, that's exciting, Joan. I saw the one that you did. The one live that you did. Who else did you do a live with? And would you be interested in trying to do a live with me? And I say trying because I'm more of a novice than you are in regards to having a guest. Yeah, I used to have a bottle of hairspray for that purpose when I was in my Stampin' Up days. You blow this off. Let's see. How about a little paper towel? See if we can just kind of blend it in. I'm going to have to try and get me a little bottle of hairspray. Ooh. I wonder if starch might work. I don't know. I think this is going to be okay. Let me try a clean piece of paper towel. Well, it's coming up. Well, oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to, where's my mouse? I'm going to have to do a screenshot of what you just said. See if I can put that somewhere so that I can remember later on. I will be right back. I'm just trying to take a note for this. Darn, didn't take. You try again. Because I have a memory like a sieve. There, I got it. Okay, cool. I got my note. Oh, okay. Good to know. You in your video today you added their links. So you all go watch Joan's Junk Journals and More and see what she's up to. Okay, I am going to try I'm going to try starch because I don't have anything else. Sticky and stinky. I love doing shout outs for people, Joan. I just wish that folks would come back to my videos and post in the comments a link to their, an personal invitation to visit your channel and that sort of thing. I keep asking, but nobody has done it yet. Oh, speaking of which, I always ask for folks to like my videos too. So if you feel compelled, would you please like my video? And I need to put the heat on this because I got carried away with the starch. I know, you're so sweet, Joan. Thank you for the thumbs up. All right, so we'll see if that sets that. And now, what else do we have? We're going to hold off on this tissue. I'm not filling that yet. This looks kind of old. It's cool. And I think that, let's see, let's take this little piece here. I comment a lot on people's videos, but I'm a little hesitant to comment on the videos because if they say something back to me, I can't see what they say back to me. I can see what my viewers say to my videos that I create, but I can't see what other YouTubers say to me. I used to be able to. I don't know. Sometimes technology throws me for a loop. Sometimes I feel inept. I think I'm going to do this way instead. Yes, I am. Add some variety. I really like this, so we're going to take that out of there. We're going to leave some of the print. Yes, you do, Joan. I always laugh. You know, I feel like I'm quite a different YouTuber than most of the YouTube people that I watch. I'm not a lovey-dovey, you know, kind of person. I'm kind of a, hey, that's my space, back up type of person. And so even while, you know, I do say thank you and have good manners and stuff like that, I can even be a little abrasive sometimes, you know, like I'm not afraid to say stuff like, y'all need to come back and comment on my videos if you want to promote your channel, doggone it, you know, and who do you know who who might get in your face a little bit. Not to be mean, just basically stern. I don't know anybody who does that very much. And I just, when I sit here and I do a video, I just talk. Sometimes I put my foot in my mouth. Yeah, I'm planning on like putting some more graphics into my system so that I don't have to worry as much about what to say, and I can just put up like a slide. But my brain has been going off in different directions lately. I'm trying to learn a program called Notion, an app, and I saw one of my clients use it and I fell in love with it, because I have one client who still has a messy area in his books, and I've been trying for over a year to clean it up. But the problem is that the person who caused helped to cause the problem, who is now gone, um, didn't give me, didn't communicate bills to me appropriately. And so you might have told me that a bill was written off of the credit card when it was actually written from the bank or from the operations account. And so as a result of that, I got it posted in the wrong place, and it was like a domino effect. And so anyways, I'm still working on cleaning that up. And while some of the other problems might be easier to resolve, I just haven't gotten to them because I've been distracted by some other messes. Fortunately, my client is very understanding of that and hasn't given me the boot yet. Well, I think you're a very gracious and nice and even slightly lovey-dovey type person, Joan. I may be remembering you incorrectly from your videos, but yeah, that's the impression. And I have no fault with people. Oh, so like really what I was getting to when I was saying that is I always amaze myself at the type of people that I gravitate towards. Um, because, you know, they're a little bit different than I am. our personalities differ quite a bit. So it's really interesting. My sister is very, very sociable in real life. My husband was just saying to me today, I think, oh, he asked me, he said, how big is that lady? And I was like, what? I looked out at her and I said, well, she's about the same size I am. And he goes, okay. I just wondered because that guy always has to pull his truck out for her to get into the truck. I was like, I don't know. And I said, I didn't even know there was a lady over there. And he looked at me and he goes, yeah. He says, you're a myth too. He goes, people don't know that I have a wife, or they wonder about me saying I have a wife, or I forget how he said it, but yeah. So he said I'm a myth, MYTH, because I hardly ever go outside of the trailer except for once in a while I'll take a walk. Where do I want to put this? I think I'm going to try and put some small things and let the chalk show. I'm going to let the chalk still show right there. So I'm going to put that there. He has no problem with me though. And you know, that I'm not the type who would go on, like, when he goes on motorcycle rides, sometimes people's wives go with them. And I usually don't go unless it's a big ride. Sometimes I'll go on a big ride. But if and then I like to go on rides with just him and I. Maintaining real life friendships take a lot of energy. Because I just don't talk a lot. And trying to hold up my end of the conversation about wears me out sometimes. So for those of you who heard me laugh, I looked up and read Joan's comment, and she says, LOL, I'm sorry, Theresa, you are just a myth with a frown face. But I'm okay with that. I think I'm just going to, see, I like to just take things and rip them a little bit like that sometimes. I like the look. And then there's the people who know me and they'll go, what? You do YouTube videos? Aren't you the person who wouldn't even let people take your picture? I'm like, mm-hmm. And I'm going to use this text block right here in honor of Joan's Junk Journals and More. Yes, I am. Put that right there, or right there. So I'm trying to decide what chalk I want to leave. Where's my glue paper? right there. Ooh, I have 6 people watching right now. That's kind of a high number for me. I won't say hi to them though, because as soon as I do that, they leave. Up, see? I mentioned I had 6 people watching, and now it's down to 3 right away. I love this. It's kind of thick, but I do love it. Okay, so tearing that way shows the white. So tearing that way does not show the white. And how about tearing this way? That shows the white. So tearing this way does not show the white. Don't really like it that angle. Tearing that way does not show the white. I have to talk myself through tearing. And tearing this way does not show the white. I'm not going to try and get the butterfly in because I think it's going to be too much. Ooh, yes, that'll work. So then. Okay, I know what I want to do. Where's that other tissue paper? Yeah, that will go. So we need a little square of this tissue paper. That tears very nicely for tissue paper. Oh, goodness. Glue paper. How's your weather, Joan? I just tore off some to kind of try to do something. Oops, that was too low. We're gonna have to put a little bit of it back. No, I hope you're keeping warm, Joan. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Go away. Okay. So what are you going to do, Theresa? How about maybe just a little text? Yeah. nice. I think it's in the 70s here in Arizona. And it got a little windy, but we survived through it. And it's a little tiny windy, and the sky's just a little, I think it's a little overcast because maybe there was a bit of a dust storm. When I ran my hand across the table earlier, I could feel dust. Yuck. I can't wait till you get your sun, sea, and sand, girly. I think you do really need it. I know I need it, and I don't even live in Canada where it gets super cold. And I live in the US that has places that get super cold, and I leave those super cold areas. There, that's going to be good. Now, we can put this here. Oh, yes. Okay, so I think I'm going to put a little something here and leave the chalk there. What haven't we used yet? We haven't used these. And this will actually go really good with this tissue paper now that I think of it. I couldn't have planned that any better, and I haven't even put it down, and I know it's going to be a good look together. It's going to be too tall. See? I told you. Okay, we'll do it like that. And then, well, I kind of would like a little text in between there. We can't cover, we'll cover up the one end because Joanne is just Joan. There. That's better. Make it just Joan. Just Joan. There's a book that's like just Amy or just something. Can't think of what it is. I do not know why. I cannot explain things that I do sometimes. I do not usually ask for forgiveness, but I ran across the title of a book, and the title of the book is How to Kill Men, and it intrigued me. It was an audiobook, so I bought it with a credit that I had, and I told my husband, I said, I'm reading a book that is How to Kill Men. Do you feel intimidated? He didn't. He was not intimidated. I kind of ruined my plan of leaving this chalk so that it'll show. Yes, I did. I ruined my plan. So this, I'll leave a little chalk showing here. Little chalk showing there. Little chalk showing like that. That's what I'll do. Okay. Gotta figure this out. So that's what I thought. There's going to be another spot right there. Oh, but no, because this is going to go right there. Okay, I got it figured out. Phew, that was a lot of work. I'm just going to throw some glue down because I'm having a heck of a time remembering where I want things to go. Whew. Ooh, I like the other side of that too. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this book, How to Kill Men. I haven't gotten any ideas, but it's narrated by a, a UK lady. So I wanted to say an English lady, but I'm like an English lady. I'm just not from England. And so I love that accent. I really enjoy Canadian accents too. One of my favorite shows is, what is it? Wind Calls the Heart. It's with the Mounties and the school teacher. It's a Hallmark series. It's one of my favorite shows. I can't imagine what this paper is. It's really cool. Oops, upside down. I haven't finished the new season yet. So I'm at the place where Lee and Lucas are still arguing over the park. Allie just had her dance birthday party. There, I was tearing it, so careful not to get any white, and then I did one of my little tears and got white. So I can't make up my mind. This is kind of harsh right here. So let's do a little bit of this right there. Oops. Okay, I'm not going to say anything more. Nothing more. Hey, I like that. Okay, we used this. We used something from here. We used something from here. I like that flower. And I'm cutting it real close because I don't want any of the white. I'm anti-white. Did you call that prejudice? I don't know. I guess depends on what kind of zealot you're talking to at the moment. An anti-white paper. You're funny, Joan. And I'm bad. I'm very bad. We're trying to ruin your series. I love it when YouTubers give ideas for shows to watch. Um, one YouTuber, who was it? It was one of the gals that died last year. I learned how to use my Cricut from her. I keep wanting to say Jill, but it's not Jill. But she had a short handle, and she hung out in Create with Scrimping Mommy group. That's one of the places I met her. The other place I met her was in the Bella Crafting. Bella's the mom. Who's the daughter? Rachel and Bella Crafting. Okay, so that is going like that way. That goes that way and that way. That goes that way. That goes that way. Kaz. C-A-Z or S. I think her name was Kaz something. I think she was from Scotland. I think she had a Scottish accent. She was an older lady that had MS, I think. And MS finally won out. I really enjoyed watching her videos. I don't even remember why I was talking about her. Nope. I was thinking about putting something right there, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. I think we need some more tissue. Sweet Magnolias. That sounds familiar. I'm going to have to look and see if I've watched any of that. I think this would work up here. Just a little bit. So we leave a little bit of this rough chalkiness. So we're going to tear here. Is it a let up? It did. This tissue tear is really good. I had some I was I was tearing yesterday that was complicated. Anyways, I can't remember what the story was that Cass, Carrie Ann. I think her name was Carrie Ann. Recommended, but it was a good series. I'm kind of a little hesitant to recommend series sometimes because, you know, like Game of Thrones. Whoa, Game of Thrones has some really racy stuff in it, but it was so well written, and the stars were, the actors did a really good job. Kind of heard some bad things about the female lead actress, which doesn't surprise me, but in that role she did a really good job. I don't know about her like being spoiled or something. Well, imagine that with a actress. I can't imagine Jon Snow being spoiled, though. He's so humble. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, you will have no idea who. Oh my gosh, Outlanders. Yep. Used to watch them a lot, but life got busy or something, and um, I dropped off of watching that one. Was that one racy? Not really. Well, as husband and wife, they had some good times, but even though that's racy, it's to be expected. It's to be hoped for. I want to kind of tear some of this off just to get a rough edge. Like when we get interested in a series, and all of a sudden, every time I turn around, I'm watching some kind of sex scene that has, how do I say this politically correct, that has a situation that is contrary to my beliefs. And so I told my husband, and I just flat out said, this is porn. I don't want to watch this. So, and you get caught up because the rest of the story was really good. One was it was a cop show with that tall black guy who's a really good actor. He was in the Criminal Minds series, and this was something Squad. Anyways, it was a real good show as far as action packed and stuff like that. But then kept having these scenes that maybe there was other stuff involved in it too that was contrary to my way of thinking. And so, while it's okay for people to think differently, I don't have to watch it. I don't have to have it subtly preached to me. Because I'm right, anyways. Right? That's what I always say to my husband. How's that for know-it-all conservative for you? So now I'm thinking about maybe Joan says she totally agrees. And even though she said totally agree, I'm going to say that she said she totally agrees with everything I say. How's that for taking poetic license? So I just want to see if I can bring some interesting inking into this. I don't think I've ever tried this before, but I'm going to give it a shot. I have done it with gesso on a masterboard before. Let's do that. Let's use some gesso. Bring some gesso into this. Joan says sounds good. I knew I liked her for some reason. Yeah, I don't like porn nor war, fighting, gruesome movies, for the most part. So, I don't see any need for love scenes to show boobs and butt and stuff like that. My husband might disagree with me. Um, but I'm almost done. That's my opinion. He's watching to see what I'm doing because he's waiting to see when I'm ready for him to start making dinner. He's the cook. My kids were little, I was the cook. Now that it's just me and him and I work, he he takes on a lot of the household duties. And sometimes he is so crafty or, you know, interior design type. I call him Martha. He's grilling steaks and serving lobster with the steaks. So he makes me lobster for Valentine's Day every year. And baked potato. He is my third husband, and it took me that many tries to get it right. I said I was going to give up after the second husband, but for some reason I didn't, and I guess it's lucky I didn't. We've been together for I want to say 11 years. I'm not good at time and dates and stuff like that. We have a lot of things in common, though. He loves motorcycles. I love motorcycles. I used to love motorcycles more. I used to have my own and rode with him. Now I just ride on the back of his bike once in a while. Um, yes, I adore lobster. I'd rather have lobster than candy. We both like to do target practice. He was in the Army, I was in the Air Force. Trying to think what else we have in common. I miss it too, Joan. But after a while, because of the tremors, I felt like it was affecting my not equilibrium, maybe, but mostly it kind of messed with my head in regards to thinking I wasn't as